Easter dinner for a family of 4 under $25? AI said it's possible. Let's find out.
So, for 508, we've got a good old ham steak.
Boom. Baby carrots. I'm freezing my tail off.
It is 218 orange juice right here. All right, we've got our scalloped potatoes. Got a good old great value for $2.98. All right, we're gonna find the cheapest honey. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be this great value.
All right, I got our vanilla wafers and instant lemon pudding. If you say lemon, it sounds fancier than lemon, and then mustard.
Cool.
Yeah. Are we ready?
That-
Okay, so a couple of things that we noticed once we got in the store. So when we typed into ChatGPT, we asked Easter dinner under $25. And once we got into the store and actually started looking at the list, we noticed that like brown sugar is like, oh, well, hey, you'll need 1/4 of a cup. Well, I can't come into Walmart, open up a bag and only take out 1/4 of a cup. But when AI figured up the prices, it took the price of brown sugar and whatever 1/4 of a cup actually costs. So like if you were to buy just 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar, it's 25 cents. And that's what AI did. So, and Nick also has some of these things at home like flour, butter, and milk. So we're doing our best to be under $25 because that's what AI said, but AI kind of lied to us. So AI gets a trash for lying and not being fully honest with this meal, but we're just gonna make do, and it's probably gonna come out under 25 because Nick has milk, butter, and flour. So just wanted to put that in there and be fully transparent, but we didn't know and we have to do what AI says, so yeah.
This is gonna be the most expensive thing. I've never had ham steak either.
Total is $19.49. Just got back from the store. We're gonna start on the biscuits. We already have the oven preheated at 425. So we're gonna make the biscuits first, get those in the oven, and then we're going to make the pudding so then it can jump in the fridge and chill, and then we'll start on everything else. So went ahead and we've already made our glaze for the ham. Biscuits, all-purpose flour. For the biscuits, we're gonna do 2 cups of that. This is all according to AI to make homemade biscuits.
And you wanna be precise,
Very precise. You need to make sure you're doing that.
or they might be flat.
Or they could be flat or salty, you never know. Called all-purpose flour, but the only thing you can use it for is baking. Is it really all-purpose? A tablespoon of baking powder, 1/2 cup of butter. Now we've gotten the 3 ingredients. Again, there's gonna be some of you Southern grandmas, possibly if you're on YouTube watching this and we're like, you're doing it all wrong, Sonny. We're doing what AI says. So I don't claim to be a cook. I'm not a cook. That's why I need AI. But there are some things I know. But I think this so far is actually solid. We're whisking together our baking powder, salt, and all-purpose flour that can only be used for baking.
Nice.
All right, we're giving this a shot with the cutting of the butter with forks. So I decided to swap to a knife because you know what? Forks just working out for me.
Red square.
I think it's good.
Looks good.
We got some little pea-size butter. We've got 3/4 cup of milk. We're just gonna pour that in. Stir that up. All right, I decided to get away from the whisk because that's an awful idea, so let's never do that again. So I got the dough. Just gonna do this. A little bit of flour so it doesn't stick. We're gonna pop that thing on. All right, we're gonna make those biscuits. We don't have a biscuit cutter, so you know what? This is what I'm gonna go with. Just gonna keep doing this, then we're gonna get the dough back together and keep doing it again. You wanna make sure that they're touching just a little bit so they get a nice rise. We'll put the ugly one down there. Might be ugly, but it's still gonna taste good. All right, 425. Oh, it's hot. For 12 minutes. Now they look like Evers and I made them.
We're now gonna make the pudding to get that chilling for our dessert. We're doing I don't remember the full name of it. It's like a lemon parfait is kind of what we're doing. We're using instant pudding mix. This is what AI said, also to keep it under that $25. Remember, Easter under 25 for a family of 4 by AI. So what I'm gonna do is, it said 8 wafers when I bought these. This is all that they had at Walmart, and they're like half-sies. You'll see another video eventually and you'll know half-sies. Anyway, so I'm gonna do 16 to make full 8. So we're gonna take these, put them in the Ziploc bag, and I'm gonna crush them up, and then we'll make the pudding, put it together. We do need to pull out those 2 glasses eventually that's going to hold the parfait, a little Asmar. So we'll crush these up, put them, then I'll mix the pudding.
You'll what?
I'll
mix?
I'll mix the pudding, and then we'll put it together, throw it in the fridge, and get making the entree. Okay, I don't want it to bust all over. I'm about to pour the pudding mix and then the milk, and then we'll whisk it together for 2 minutes. That is exactly what AI says. It says 2 minutes. You take the pudding and you whisk it together finely for 2 minutes. If you do not know what this is, you are probably too young to know what the Great Depression is. So look, if your arm's broken, you can still whisk pudding. All right, our pudding's done, so now we're about to layer this. I'm just taking a spoon. That's a lot, hold on. All right, and now this is where the fun part comes. We're gonna take those vanilla wafers that we crushed. I actually think this is gonna be kind of good. And we're layering it. I have a $25 Easter dinner. I am really putting some effort into these parfaits. Nick, I am sorry. I have to put it somewhere.
All right, we've got our desserts right here.
Put the pudding in, and just to let you know, catch you guys up what's going on, we've got our water for our baby carrots coming to a boil. Once that comes to a boil, and you'll see it, but we'll throw the carrots in, get those soft. We've got our scalloped potatoes going here, and just follow the instructions on the box. That's all you have to do. There we go. Alrighty, let's see. So we've got that in. We're gonna stir this up a little bit and just let it get happy, let it come to a boil. And like I said, you're just following the instructions on the box. Our water is to a boil. We're gonna pour in about half of these carrots. Oh, hey, that water's a little hot on my skin. Yeah. All right, and now we're gonna let that boil for about 5 to 6 minutes. Our carrots are done. We're now about to strain them. We've strained them. We're gonna put them back in this same pot that's already warm. Throw in a tablespoon of butter, 2 tablespoons of honey. That's 1 tablespoon. And this is all for that glaze. This thing is like Christmas at home, even though it's Easter. Everybody comes around together. That's what the butter and honey's doing, and salt. Whoa.
We're gonna go ahead and sear up this ham steak.
Yep.
All right, we got that one side, so we're gonna go ahead and flip it.
We're gonna go ahead and pour this on.
No.
All right, now we finished the Easter meal for under $25. The boxed potatoes were the only thing that we really didn't do AI. I mean, we just made it. Which one do you want to go first?
Ooh, let's go scalloped potatoes, carrots, ham, biscuit.
Okay,
you ready?
Ready. Get trash. No, it's good. Don't listen to him. I hate him. Good old great value. I'm gonna have another one. Hold on.
I'm not. I do not like it. I've never liked it as a child. And I had such a loving mother. She'd let me know a week in advance. We're making it.
Okay. Carrots. So the carrots were light.
Table.
Could have been cooked a little bit longer. We're good.
Yeah. I wish AI said 5 to 6 minutes, so that's what we did, because we can't go by our judgment, because that defeats the whole purpose of everything. We have to do what AI says even when we know better. So I've done them a little bit longer, but the table, flavor, glaze.
Probably could heat them up a little bit. You're going to do ham and then biscuit?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is one that we really weren't sure about because of the glaze.
And how it
made it. Just kind of a little strange.
You ready? Okay. It's not as much of a glaze, but the flavor in it is really good.
Flavor is good.
I'd say a table. I mean, the pop of the orange juice and mustard, it's just more to me like a sauce than a glaze.
Yeah.
It is very good.
It's very good.
Table. Woo! That's good right there.
All right, biscuit. I don't ask that you import for biscuit.
No, I don't. If you do, we'd say you're from the north. You ready?
Well, not my mom's. So, yeah, I wish AI would have put some butter on these biscuits because they're kind of dry. Let me tell you one thing. You show me one thing, buddy. I would say this is a good meal for under $25. And you know who would be real proud?
Uncle Sam?
Dave Ramsey. He would love this, man.
Dave, my guy. $25. Actually, because we have flour and milk, it was actually under $20. So old Davey boy, give us a call. Table or Trash with Dave Ramsey.
But now we're not allowed to eat for the rest of the week.
We can't eat for the rest of the week. We didn't even actually use the oven. We had to use our neighbor's oven because our oven gets turned off after 2 days of use a month. That's not in the envelopes.
We'll give it to table.
I get it over on the table. Yeah, have Easter dinner. He is risen and so is my taste buds.
Amen.
Oh, what? Want to do that one again? So, all right, I think it's a table. Now we need to see what dessert tastes like.
All right, you ready? So this is a Le Monde parfait, and actually it's just instant pudding with some crushed up wafers. You ready?
No, God, that's interesting.
That's an idea. It's something. It's not bad. Not good. But I tell you what, the lemon pudding, a table. The wafers, tray wafers.
It's the consistency.
You know what it needs? Vanilla wafers. Crushed up vanilla wafers.
Yeah. You know what it needs? New recipe.
It's kind of like a bad car wreck. You want to look away? You probably should, but you can't. I feel like I'm chewing on paper. I will call it trash too. It's not terrible, but it's not going on my table.